Hi, I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto. I'm here with Alsarah and Hajooj Kuka. How does it feel to have your feature film, The Beats of Antonov, here at Tiff?
It's amazing. Like it's beyond a dream. I didn't even have this dream, and this is beyond what I expected for the film. So it's super exciting to be here in Toronto.
Great. I'm so happy to be here, to be able to celebrate the premiere with him and to be able to celebrate the presence of the Blue Nile people and the Nuba Mountain peoples on such a major screen. So it's been really good.
And these wonderful people that are featured in the documentary continue their culture and their way of life, even though they're having these bombings and horrible things happen. Can you tell me a little bit about what most surprised you when you're in the community?
Well, the most amazing thing is I went there for the first time to document human rights abuses and people who are miserable, and that's what I expected. And I was surprised to find music all throughout the night and people dancing and partying and smiles and happiness that I just didn't expect. I didn't expect life. I thought I went there to see death, and I noticed there's death, but there's life, and people are alive, they're happy. It was just amazing. It was surprising. It was great, and that's what I wanted to reflect: both the sadness, but also that there's life. So the film is a celebration of their life and their resilience and their music and their culture, and also knowing the background of these atrocities that are happening. That hopefully the world would help keep an eye on, so it stops. But also that humans are amazing in the way that they can find happiness wherever it is.
I think it'd be the same way, just really redefining the idea of victim and the idea of refugee from like this flat victim, only one-dimensional thing, to a three-dimensional whole human that's living her life continuously and fully, even in these extreme and insane conditions. And even when you wake up every day not knowing if you're going to make it through the day. And so how are people able to survive and carry their culture on like that? That's beautiful.
And one of the scenes that really struck me the most is when there was a group of people were coming out of a bomb shelter after there had been a bombing, and they all had smiles on their faces and were laughing. So can you tell me a little bit about that experience and why you think, that was their reaction, what that really meant?
So being there and getting bombed is a crazy experience. Like feeling the vibration of the ground, not knowing is the bomb right next to you or far, the sound. It's a crazy experience. So when I first experienced bombing, it was just shocking, crazy, something you can never describe. And then when you emerge and look around and see that everybody's okay, you just start hearing these laughter and smiles. And it's hard to explain. But it kept happening. And after a while, I find myself smiling with everybody and laughing. So it's the first thing you experience there, and it's the weirdest thing, and that's why I wanted to start the film with it and show that. And it tells you how you don't understand what the bombing means and how you as a human would feel.
Yeah, I mean, I fortunately, or unfortunately, I don't know. Fortunately, I think I wasn't really in the presence of any bombs when they came down, so I didn't have to go through that experience. For me, what I went with is living with the refugees in the refugee camp and seeing the daily life of how meals are skipped, how people are living on dehydrated items only. There's the fact that you could spend 3 weeks never see a vegetable. So that to me was kind of the eye-opening experience, being able to trying to survive intact on these kinds of conditions.
And can you speak a little bit to the amazing music that's throughout the film, that's infusing it? And being there in person, I'm sure would have been all the more magical.
I mean, to me, I can't explain how amazing the music is, because you'd be in the camp. The camps are basically almost like small cities. Like Yusuf Battle Camp, for example, it's about 80,000 people living there, and every night there's no electricity, there's no running water, and there's barely any food. But people spend all night playing music. And it wouldn't just be one group of people. There would be like 6, 7, 8 different things minimum every night. And they play from sunset to sunrise every night. And it's just continuous, and it's all very communal music. And being in it, it's amazing to be listening to music that's being performed for you that you're a part of at the same time, and you're responding with it at the same time. So it's beautiful.
Well, the reason I made the film is because I heard this particular song that moved me so much, and I was like, this music is very creative. It's one of the best music I heard in Sudan, and at the same time, it's coming from these refugees who made their own instruments, who have no access to anything. And I was so moved by the music and so excited by it that I went to Alsarah. I was like, can you listen to this? Isn't this the best music you ever heard? And that was the inspiration to create the whole film.
Mm. And where is the best place for us to find out more information on each of you, as well as Beats of Antonov online?
For me, you can find me online, alsarah.com, or on Facebook, Twitter, all of that. You could also find some of my work on refugeeclub.com, which is where we also air some of Hajooj Kuka's film work and other animation work that he does as well.
So yeah, refugeeclub.com is our main website.
Mm-hmm.
You can also go to Beats of Antonov. There's no there. beatsofantonov.com, which is we're still working on it. You can follow us on Facebook, Beats of Antonov, and we're on Twitter at Beats of Antonov.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on a very powerful film, and have an amazing TIFF.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.